audience before we come back to the panel?
Young ladies. Yeah.
So I
The
want to
Ugandan girl, please.
That's all right. We won't put you on the spot. We won't put you on the spot. So I do want to put Kevin on the spot, though. Kevin is the fellow behind the camera, and it turns out we have, as I think you know, supported Africhick.
Africhick.
I love that Africhick.
African chicks.
You're not only smart, but you're passionate and you're hardworking. So here's the stats on Africhick. In the past number of years, 7 technical training shops, 9 computing career workshops, 4 Grace Hopper, I love that too, conference participants. Your stats since 2008, 225 women engineers trained, 1,900 women have attended computing career workshops, and Grace Hopper, and someone needs to tell me about that, 15. And now we have, Kevin, more workshops coming up. Could you take just a minute to talk about this from ISOC?
Okay. Sure. So good morning, everyone. I'm Kevin. I was behind the camera now.
Okay, we can't hear you.
Okay, now can you hear me now?
I need to give men voice.
Okay. Good. Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kevin. Kevin Cheke. I work for the Interest Society. I'm based in Nairobi, Kenya, and I do capacity building work. And part of that work has involved training engineers over the years, including the ladies from Africhicks. Africhicks was founded by a lady called Dorcas Mudoni, and we've been assisting her and Nancy as well here in the capacity building workshops. So over the past few years, we've supported them with technical trainings in terms of how to set up Unix machines and how to set up domain name system servers. So actual real technical trainings that go on. So we've been doing face-to-face trainings over the past few years, but we've introduced an online course. And some of the ladies who have taken the online course are actually in this room, but I won't put them on the spot. But the online course is designed to increase the number of ladies who train every year. We're able to do about maybe 30 or 40 per year, but we want to see if we can get that number to 100 or 200 per year. The training is available from the internet online, the ISOC online learning platform, and it's at no cost. The only thing you need is a laptop and time to finish the course. And we just launched it in March, and 100 ladies applied immediately to take on the course, and 22 have started, but we will take all 100 through the course.
Kevin, thank you.
Right. My name is Kaltuba. Just to answer your question about the Grace Hopper event, in fact, it's a conference that celebrates the women in computing. I think it's organized in the US by Anita Bolt Institute with sponsorship from Microsoft, Google, and other big companies. And I would love, in fact, I have a question for the panel. I would love to hear your thought about the role of the internet when it comes to advocacy, to issues related to women. I was very happy to see the UN launched recently a nice website called He for She, where we have a lot of men engaging themselves to protect women, and we take action online and show that through social network. There is a lot of leaders from cinema, from others, that use the internet as a channel to show how much they defend the woman issue. So, I would love to hear your experience, your thoughts about that.
Thank you for that question.
Thank you for the question. Yes, I think that before replying to this question, I think that there are 3 things to speak about when we speak about women and the internet. The first thing that women are less exist online than men. The second thing, women have no time or less time compared to men to spend to communicate and to express themselves online. The third thing is that the bad expressions and the hatred expressions against women online are some barriers for women to express themselves, even if they would like to participate about a very important thing relating to their rights or to any other issues of concerns. When they express themselves differently, there are many bad expressions and hatred expressions against women. At least here we can see it easily. So to respond to the question of Mr. Khat, I think that the first thing is to convince women that internet is very relevant and very important to advocate their lives and their rights. Internet, it is not, for now, it is not like a secondary issue for women. It is the first important thing, as even if women cannot, for example, in the Gulf countries, where they cannot participate and in the conferences and panels like this, they can express themselves and defend their rights and advocate for their rights through internet, even if with anonymous names. So it is very important. We have also, as Article 19, we defend two rights, two new rights: the right to blog and the right to share. And we think that women we push that women participate and benefit from their rights to blog, to address and to speak about many issues of concerns about their lives and their needs and their problems and their concerns, their rights, etc. The right to share is also very important, as it is a right we can reinforce it through internet. We can reinforce it through other platforms, but through internet in particular. So it is very important. Thank you.
Thank you. I think we could start early in primary or in the secondary school. We could develop such strategies. We could develop strategies to introduce the technology early and to give the opportunity to girls to innovate in any field of their choice without pressure and without boundaries. Because technology may be a tool to self-development. I mean, I focus here on technology not only to be a computer scientist. First of all, girls should know that the technology could allow them to be more creative and to find new ideas that couldn't be found by adults, by comment on dit les adultes? Adults. So I'm right. So this is the first idea. The earlier we introduce the technology, the higher will be the involvement of women in the internet and in the society. So this is the first idea. The second idea, to have internship programs in high school, to allow young people, I speak about girls, but why not boys, to go to spend some time in IT companies, to understand how this works. And when they go back, they can imagine how they can, these IT companies, in their point of view, could be changed in either in services or in way of working. Teenagers are very, very imaginative. And actually, all their time is spent on social networks, on peer-to-peer networks. If we could give them the feeling of being involved in the changing, in the internet changing, maybe they will be more creative and spend more work in thinking about new ideas, new services, new paradigms, and I think this will be good for them in their lives, and even because these young people will be the leader of the next 10 years, of next 20 years. So this could have real benefits, mainly for girls, because they face very barriers, social, cultural barriers, and if they start early, I think these barriers would disappear. Thank you.
So Fiona, taking what Hella just said, when I heard you speak, it was clear to me that you're a pioneer in exactly what she is describing. So you had the inner fortitude and strength to be able to speak for yourself. You had a vision, and something that you said really resonated with me, and you did the work. You did the work. You produced. Could you talk a little bit about how you see this progressing for other young women?
Okay, one thing that has happened in Kenya that I'm very involved in is we have a group of executives, both in government and private sector, who are women, and we've come together. We call ourselves Women for Girls in Science, Technology, and Mathematics. And what we're doing is we're going out to the schools, we're visiting different schools and talking to them about career opportunities in ICT, in the field of technology, and in mathematics, and encouraging them to get involved. We are seeing, because we've been keeping track of the statistics, we have seen over the last 3 years more women applying for engineering-related courses in the universities. There's more women coming for internship who have gone through our program and want attachment with various companies who are engineers. And we have then, or rather I have from that program moved a step lower. I do have right now in my office high school attaches. So I can already begin to give Hella feedback on what the experience has been like. However, the response from the rest of the industry is high school kids, they're still very playful, they're still very young, and I'm saying that is the reason we need to mentor them. So it is a mentorship program that starts from high school, and then we journey with them, after they finish high school, we journey with them through as they go into the universities and choose their careers. It's just started, so we don't have any that has gone right through, but they came on board in January, and it's been a very interesting environment in the office, because they also have a lot of, they have a lot of ideas, and because as an industry body, our office is open to everyone, and we are now getting a lot of app developers visiting our office and just wanting to spend time with this group of staff, so to say, in our office, who are giving them ideas on the different apps. And then the other thing we are doing with one of the universities is we run camps over the holidays at Strathmore universities, and this is not just for the girls, but the boys as well. So we try to ensure in the selection that there is a balance, because we also have limited slots due to the cost. And what we are doing is bringing children from the age of 5 to 18 together for IT application development boot camps. And we put the kids onto the computers and tell them to look for what they like to do on the computer and figure out what they can do to improve it. And then we have application developers sitting with them and listening to the ideas and trying to look and see what can be done. Case in point, I have a 3-year-old. She managed to download onto my iPhone a game that involves pet shop. It involves dressing a pet. And you give the pet a bath, you dress it up, you put a hat to its hair, you put goggles, you put clothes, shoes, clothes on. Then the app comes with a packet of milk near the cat or a bowl near the dog. So she says, "Mommy, I want the cat to take milk, now it's time for eating." But the app doesn't allow that. So I basically took her and an app developed, and they sat together and looked at it, and he's now trying to see if we can replicate and give her an app that allows the cat to take milk because it has to eat. So when you look at it, young minds are very open and in their naivety very ready to share a lot of what they're seeing is not working.
Yeah.
And that is what basically we are doing at Strathmore in a bigger scale and trying to just get the appreciation of IT and technology, because when that starts that early, they're not scared of it.
Yeah.
I have even been given an ultimatum, Mommy, I need my own laptop. I don't use yours.
Correct.
And I'm like, oh, okay, now. Talk of right to access, there are challenges there, but that means basically there is a lot that can be done. There's a lot of potential on what we can do to moving forward in terms of the future. And I think the owners, and the only way this will work is for each of us in this room, both the women and the men who are here, to go out, and when we meet again, wherever it is we will meet, whether it is going to be at the ICANN meeting in a month's time, what have you done? What are you thinking about? What are you planning to do? Can we share on what we are each doing? Because a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. If each of us takes a step, because each of us is gifted differently, each of us definitely has got a lot of young men and women around them, whether they're your nieces, your nephews, your daughters. There are women you can encourage and assist to be positive and passionate about getting into the ICT sector and into the fields of technology, mathematics, and the sciences.
Thank you, Dorothy. So I think we have time for one
this,
more. Oh, please, yes.
Yeah. My favorite Tunisian.
Eli Dagelous from the Tunisian ICT Association. Well, thank you for the honor for it. Sounds of many elements right. However, I think we are still beyond what...
No, sir.
C'est bon?
Oui.
C'est bon.
Oui.
We are still beyond the point. In fact, all what has been raised is, let's say, common considerations concerning access and use. That's why I would like to go straight to the point. The actual situation is too much unbalanced. We cannot compare boys and girls in terms of access to ICT and internet, definitely, because the difference starts in primary school. The difference starts at home. It doesn't start in front of the computer. It starts at home. That's why I'd like to suggest to have already unbalanced approach, the kind of positive discrimination
Affirmative
in favor
action.
of girls and youth in general. So let's think about how to implement such an approach, how to make it possible for girls to come to standard in terms of access and use. How to get close to the use of boys in terms of access and use. So positive discrimination now is necessary. Probably in 10 years the situation will be different. But for the time being, I would suggest to have a discriminatory approach in favor of girls and youth. Thank you.
Are there other comments from the audience? Over here.
Hello, I present myself from Mujden Mayet. I'm from Google Developer Group, not ISO. Okay, I'd like to talk about women in development or developer women. As a software developer, I see that there are a lot of girls who learn ICT, but after learning ICT, they stay at home. Even teacher already stay at home. They are not convinced that being developer may have other advantages, may help them to create new things, to collaborate. This way, we are encouraging them to do such things, but there are a lot of problems in this situation. Thank you.
Any other comments over here? Oh, and over here. Here, please. Could you turn the camera around on the people who are speaking, please?
Hello, my name is Lydia. I'm from Uganda, the famous AFCHICS. I'm part of the AFCHICS team. I just wanted to add on something that she said. She says there are very many people who do IT or computer science and computer-related courses, but at the end of the day, they end up staying at home. And I would like to say that actually that's very true. I work in the university. I have an opportunity every year to train industrial training students that's in second year before they roll out to the actual world. And we've had a challenge. Oftentimes you find about 50 boys in the class and you find about 10 girls. And normally I keep telling our department, if a girl walks in late, even if it's after the application period is closed, let her in. You know, so they know I'm a girl fan or something. But I tell them, if she walks into the office and she's come to apply, even if she's late, let her in, we'll give her a place. Because I know what it means as a girl in this field. But I would like to say that I think one of the things that could improve the situation like what she's talking about is having meetings like this and having having very many women in that the men will probably be standing at the back and the women would have filled up all these seats. Because I think that is one of the ways that we are able, you can't give what you don't have. And there are very many women in IT, but look at our audience right now. Most of them, I speak this out of experience, don't know about some of these platforms. And how do we get to them? People like myself, by the time, she's one of the people who have actually inspired me. And by the time I got into this, I was about to give up on IT. I was thinking, I think maybe I should, I love fashion as much, I love fashion and love IT. So I was thinking maybe I should, I think this is a guy's thing. So at some point I'm thinking maybe I need to shift careers and go to fashion, you know? Until I met her and I realized, whoa, wait, I'm already a success, well, based on our community, and I can do more. There's still so much that can be done, and there are very many platforms, but women don't know about them. Women don't know about ISOC, women don't know, and how do they know about them? People who are in ISOC, the ladies in ISOC, will go back and tell a story. I have to go back and tell a story. Guys, there's AFCHICS. You guys can join. You don't need ABCD. You are in IT. You are interested. Just give it a chance. You can do so much. Just, you know, someone who is in the field to encourage them. I just think the truth is, we all know there are very many women in IT. But look at our meeting right now. There are very many women, but most of them don't know. I didn't know about some of these things. My eyes are just opening through AFCHICS, and I get to know about other organizations, and I'm thinking, wow, this is a whole big world that we as women can totally take advantage of. The only way we are going to do that is by encouraging more women, and the women that come having the passion enough to tell the good news that this actually exists, and to encourage others to be able to come, I think.
Thank you. Thank you. Over here, I think you have someone. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I am Leila Saidan from Tunisia. I am academic, and I would like to say that we have to think about how to use ICT to develop new applications for our countries and our continent. Some applications can be vital for people for African people. I think about mobile health, about epidemiology, and in this case, women will be necessarily involved in such applications because it concerns their children, their family, and women are usually very, very concerned by the conditions of our family.
Very good. Yes. Oh, now we have some people. This is good.
Hello everyone, I am Gabriela from Uganda. I just want to give a very big vote of thanks to the ISO community and Nancy, Afnog and AFCHICS for giving us opportunities to be a part of this. I am really a beneficiary to the whole the gospel that has been preached about the internet. And when I learned about the meeting that was going to happen today, this meeting, Women in Internet Governance, I was really excited. I'm happy I'm here. I want to give a vote of thanks to the ISOC because I'm a beneficiary of the online training program that happened, the pilot course, and I was so happy to be among the pioneers. I learned a lot, and I'm just I can't wait for the other trainings that are going to come up because I'm going to encourage very many ladies to be a part of it. It is it's not too demanding. It doesn't involve me leaving my desk to go somewhere to look for a connection and do this and do that. But I'm very happy that I had to only me having my connection on the internet, and I had the machines to work with. I was guided through a step-by-step procedure on an installation online without having to look for a CD to make my personal installations. And I learned a lot from it. I'm very sure that very many other girls and ladies out there will be beneficiaries to this and will be impacted to join this, the internet growth and all that. Please keep it up.
Was there one more question and then we're going to have to, unfortunately, be done? So go ahead.
Okay, just a brief comment. I'm Sarah from Internet Society Uganda chapter. I just wanted to make a comment about male allies. So we talk about the women and all these things. Let's not forget the men. Let's know that we need them to help us grow. That's all.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. Well, this has been an astounding, I think, hour and a half. First, I think you saw the depth of experience that any number of women already have and the work they are already doing. And I hope that that helps to inspire others to come on board. I hope it helps to inspire all of us, men and women, to work together for mutual goals that are very much part of our desires and hopes for the future. We share those goals, and we have to do this.
That's the no more business as usual approach is something that we should bear in mind that came from the floor. It's true that none of what we're saying is new, and it applies in so many domains. There's a body of experience out there. Affirmative action is necessary. We found that when we offer women-only courses, which we do, we have a lot of pushback from men. They say, why can't we come for the course? You see them trying to sneak in. I see my lecturers trying to let them sneak in. And we have to throw them out because we've done the research and we found that women are much more, they feel safer in a woman-only space when it comes to technology. This is a learning, concrete learning. So we have to give them these women-only spaces that can allow things to happen. She said 1 minute, so let me be fast. My inspiration came originally from watching women in India after an earthquake doing two-way audio, one-way video, training each other on how to build shelter that is earthquake-proof. They have no background in this technology. They've never seen a video camera before, but they're able to get it so quickly. And this is what we found. Even when we bring in uneducated women who cannot read or write, you expose them to the technology and they learn how to use it, and then they have more ideas on how that can impact in their communities. This is an ISOC organized event, Kathy. I think that you've heard so much about what is possible. For you, Fiona, there's a wonderful game called Creataria, which allows children to create their own games and then have other people play their game, which encourages from 3 years old how to build your own game. There's so much out there now, online, a Code Academy, just to give one. There's so much out there. So I think, Kathy, one of the things ISOC could do is gather up that resource set and market it so that people know where they can go to get the additional training. Mary asked me specifically, the Kofi Annan Center does not discriminate against any African. Any African can come in at the same cost as it is for a Ghanaian. And in fact, we have a lot of them there. So that was just a specific. And I just want to mention one project of ours, Kathy, which is having quite an impact. It's our youth mobile project, where we are training high school kids in how to develop apps. And through the training on how to develop a mobile application comes that training in logic and mental models. And that will have so much impact on their overall education. I'll be happy to talk more to people after the events, just not to go on for too long.
Can I just say something? If you
Yes.
don't mind. I think I want to respond to after training work. I think we should start thinking out of the box on what to do to get our people that stay at home. People can work from home, right? Today, people work from home. So we look at, some of the services that those that have been trained can render. They can do online courses for other people, right? So they are contributing. And they can do, I called it call centers in their homes. So those are things, instead of them going idle. So we should also look at how do we promote such after training employment for especially our women that are in PUDA. In my country, women are in PUDA, they can't be seen. So if we train them, how do we employ them?
So look at the possibilities. Look at what the internet opens for us. It opens this world where we can work, we can create, we can relate, we can talk about our needs, and we can do this in a community that, and we must think about this, that must be safe. So someone said, then we'll think about security. I'm not so sure. I think we have to think about a trusted environment right from the beginning, so that people feel like they can use this very powerful tool in a way that's safe for them. I want to just stop for a moment then to thank all of you for coming, and to again say that the Internet Society is dedicated to everyone being on the internet everywhere. My brother here in Africa is Dawa Bekali. He runs our regional ISOC staff. He is as dedicated as all of us to everyone being online. We have on our website now a community organized for women's discussion. If you haven't seen that online, please join us. We're trying to get that online community going where some of these conversations can continue. We need your experiences and we need yours. We need others to know it's possible because you're ahead of them, because you've done some things, because you're willing to reach out and pull some other folks up. So please join us. You inspire us. Every time I sit and talk with groups of women like this, I think, we really can do it. We really can do it. So thank you for joining us, and I hope we'll be together again. Dawit.
Thank you very much, Kathy, and all the speakers. And thank you very much. I was listening very attentively because I'm a father of 3 girls and I want the internet to be more open for women in the future. I just want to have your attention to say something very important for us. You know that we have chapters around the world, more than 100, and 2 of the chapters will sign a convention today. These are the Tunisian chapter and the French chapter, and the signature ceremony will be just after this. So if you have a few minutes, I invite you to come there and join us to celebrate this occasion. Thank you.
Yeah.